I wrote you a poem. You want to hear it?
Oh, let's hear it.
To Matt, I wish I had a cat. Then I would buy it a hat. Hey, we should go for a tat. Happy Valentine's Day, Matt.
Thanks, Randy. That's awfully sweet.
No problem. Eric, don't worry, I didn't forget about you. To Eric, this poem is gonna sound barbaric. Some may think maybe hysteric. I think you should buy some turmeric. Happy Valentine's Day, Eric.
Is that is that the spice turmeric?
Yes,
Okay.
nothing
Oh.
really rhymes with Eric.
It's unfortunate.
Hey, you found something, though. I'll give you credit for that. Have some turmeric.
Where do you guys get me? Oh, fuck, yeah, speechless now, aren't you?
I'm over here worried about my girlfriend. I didn't realize. My bad, bro.
Oh, good.
Well,
So I guess, should we get this started?
let's do it.
This is the dark side of the elite.
What's the matter, Hackman? Can't sleep.
Cowboy shit!
I need my older brother.
Who the fuck is Rip Garrison? God damn it! Baby, back real.
You are now listening to Dark Side of the Elite with Randy Charpentier, Eric Reed, and Matt Roberts.
Welcome, everyone, to another episode of Dark Side of the Elite. It is the Valentine's Day Slumber Party edition. Randy is in his onesie, you called it. Is it a shark? Is that a shark or an alligator?
Yeah, no, shark. Daddy
It's a shark. Daddy shark. Not baby shark. It's daddy shark.
Yeah, shark. Daddy shark.
And Eric's got his sweater on there, and we're not quite as in the Valentine's Day theme, I guess.
It's a Christmas present. Had to wear it, you know. Shout out to my mom. Shout out to my sister.
Right. I don't have any pajama tops. I only got the pajama bottoms, so I'm kind of top up from this anyway. So I'm not too far off from what I would crawl into bed with anyway.
You know what I crawl into bed with? Myself. I'll go on.
That's just sad. That's just
Oh, we got to find Randy a Valentine. Jeez.
I got her all right.
Yeah, I know. What the listeners don't know, but yeah, Randy's married. Right? Or do they
Who do
know?
you think got me this sweet pajama?
I was gonna say I don't know where the hell to go for there with that one.
A role play, baby.
Oh my
Your
god!
mom is joking.
Sister Randy.
All right.
Today we are doing Being the Elite, Set for Life, episode 242. And the theme the last few weeks is we're starting off with a green screen. This week we were on the beach. We got the palm trees in the background with Doc Gallows, Carl Anderson, and the Young Bucks. I've been calling him Luke Gallows the last little while, but I noticed his shirt today said Doc Gallows, so I think he's gone back to that, right?
Yeah.
But the Good Brothers are there, and they are topless, singing songs, specifically Carl Anderson singing, "If you're gonna suck it so softly." And Doc Gallows says, "Would you look at the meat hook on you?" So the Good Brothers are bringing out quite the dick jokes quite often here.
Oh, they're up to their antics again.
They're up to their antics. They love it. And enter the Bizzles, the Hung Bucks. And the Hung Bucks or the Young Bucks say the Good Brothers are out of their minds, and they're getting them in so much trouble recently. First, they had the most edited match in Dynamite history because they were trying to smiz Wiz and catch a kiss on TV. Then last week with the bestiality on the green screen Bucks last week on BTE. And Matt Jackson says they've got a couple of email complaints sent to TNT because of it. And that it's not 2013, it's 2021. They're executives now, and they can't really be getting away with all this stuff. The Good Brothers are getting them in a lot of trouble. But the Good Brothers kind of say, "We're sorry, guys," and they want it too sweet. But the Young Bucks kind of are hesitant on the too sweet, like not when people are around. Let's kind of keep it our little secret. The Carl Anderson asks if they're embarrassed by the Young Bucks, or the Young Bucks are embarrassed by them with their antics lately. But the Young Bucks say they love these guys. It's just their thing they want to keep private. And Matt Jackson asks, by the way, why are you guys naked? And they zoom out, and Carl Anderson and Doc Gallows are standing there naked with just they got a little black sensor screen over top of their private parts.
One of those big black blocks, you know what I mean? Everybody loves a big black block.
Right? And Good Brothers decide to helicopter me softly, and they start swinging as we get the helicopter sound effects going. And Carl Anderson's grandmother is 94 and loves when he does the helicopter. And Doc Gallows says that Carl Anderson's grandma is a gilf. So just crude, and then they start talking like Vince. And like, oh yeah, you love the cock humor, don't you? Vince would have loved us. They should have fucking used us doing all this stuff when we were in WWE. But the Good Brothers take off. They thank the Young Bucks for the opportunity. The Young Bucks say the Good Brothers, they pretty much took them to a nude beach today that are out of control. And why were they hard on a public beach? And off in the distance, you hear Carl Anderson say, Gallows, get your cock off my arm.
Yeah. And Doc came in his pants. Remember, and he was sitting there, mizzing, whizzing, or whatever you call it. He goes,
Yeah.
"Oh, just came in my pants."
Oh, fuck.
Yeah,
Pretty funny segment.
Pretty
I guess
funny segment.
They are pushing it. They are pushing it to the limit, realistically, for 2021.
Yeah, they're like the only ones kind of doing it, right? I guess that's why it kind of stands out these days, because it is just kind of like crude attitude era, like humor that they're just going with. But they can do it on the internet show, and then it gets censored on TNT, right?
Yeah.
But I like it. This is their characters, right? They're the Good Brothers. This is Doc Gallows and Carl Anderson. Like, if you've ever listened to Talk and Shop, their podcast, like, this is nothing new for them. Everyone knows these guys. This is the way they are. And they can actually kind of be more like their gimmick now since they've left WWE, between Impact and this.
They should have AEW Blue Moon Fridays. Never know. I'd watch it.
Right. But up next, we have Matt and Nick Jackson at a photo shoot. They're getting reference photos for the AEW video game. And Matt Jackson's explaining to us that Nick hates getting his pictures taken. He's pissed off. He's been pissed all day. So we get, he says 5 o'clock Shadow Nick is not happy. We get the photographer kind of moving Nick into different positions for different shots. And one thing I wanted to bring up is like the Young Bucks gear. Like it looks like they're doing the purple and gold style they have. Like every time the video games come out for all the wrestling games, I always like updating all the gear, and like the Young Bucks always have like different. They have so many different ones, right?
Always the dark ones are the heel ones, right? So maybe they're gonna be healed by the time the game comes out,
right? But yeah, that was that. A little bit of an update, I guess, on the progress of the video game. He didn't really have a timeline or anything on that, but I was wondering if that was for the actual wrestling game, or it's going to be for one of the mobile ones. Maybe it's just like screenshots for the mobile game.
I'm wondering because the mobile one, isn't there supposed to be like a GM one?
Right.
So it could just be screenshots for the GM mode game, right? But
yeah.
or the casino game, I guess. But realistically, it would make the most sense if you're doing stuff like that. That looks like character posing and like motion capture. So I would think that would be the main game that they're planning on coming out with on like the bigger platforms, but I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think the main game too. Just because remember he said turn, their pose. Always look.
Yeah, exactly. That makes sense.
But he did not look happy at all. At all. Like, he didn't crack. No.
Yeah. I don't know, like if it was Nick really does hate getting all this stuff done, or if he was just playing for the camera, if that's what he was instructed to do. But
probably
maybe
would get boring after a while.
I wouldn't be surprised too if you're doing those shots for like the game. Like you don't want to have like different smiles and stuff on your face. You want to kind of just keep it the same face, and then they kind of animate it from there later.
Magic wand.
But anyway, up next we get a recap of the tag team battle royal from Dynamite this week, the number one contenders match, and we start off with the Jungle Boy entrance. I wanted to make note of like his new song. Like, what do you guys think of Jungle? Or he's had it for a couple weeks now, right?
Yeah.
Right. Well, it's an old 80s song. Well, like I had this on the trivia for SNME trivia, and I didn't know what it was. What's the band?
Bolero.
No, Baltimore.
Baltimore, Bolero. I'm thinking of a bowling ball. Yeah, Baltimore. Yeah,
Baltimore.
Eric.
Yeah.
Whether
That's my favorite song to listen to working on midnights, let me tell you. That's my go-to song.
that's going to be awesome when there's a live crowd again. Everyone's singing along to that. Yeah, we get highlights of the match with the Young Bucks kicking it off with the stage dive from each of them to the outside. And when Matt Jackson gets backdropped out and gets eliminated, we get a shot like Brendan Cutler kind of gets a little candid shot of him getting eliminated. And he goes to the camera and says, "I didn't do very good. I won it last year." And it's true. Matt Jackson did kind of just get tossed out pretty early into the match without like that much of a big deal to it. But we got a similar thing when Mark Quinn gets eliminated. He gets eliminated and moves off to the side. And Cutler asks him what happened. And he says, "They jumped me." And we get a shot, too, of the Good Brothers running down when they made the run-in on the match. They helped eliminate Isaiah Cassidy, but they distracted Nick Jackson, leading to MJF eliminating him. So there was that heat there between Young Bucks and the Good Brothers kind of getting in the way of their stuff, right? Progressing that storyline on. But what did you guys think of that match anyway on Dynamite?
It was pretty good. It was like I don't know. I was big into it just because it also gave the Dark Order guys kind of a good spotlight in that match. Like Silver and Uno looked amazing in that match. Those two like really stood out, and it also furthered the whole MJF and Sammy Guevara tension. Like, you know what I mean, with Jericho accidentally knocking out Sammy, and like it kind of had a little bit of everything. It was my favorite match of the night, anyways, for this week.
Can I ask? Wasn't FTR supposed to be in that match?
Yes.
Yes.
What happened there?
When they got disqualified when they beat up Luchasaurus and everybody and handcuffed them. They got disqualified. Remember the week before?
Yep.
They disqualified them from it. And they did a little stink on it on Twitter and stuff like that. And just before, that's how actually Silver and Reynolds got into the match, because they wouldn't have been in the match.
Right. Okay. So this was a storyline thing. I wasn't sure if something actually happened or something. Okay.
So many stories were in that battle royal. Like Eric said, the MGF one, the Private Party one, Private Party with Luke Gallows and Anderson, because they're going to be wrestling for the Impact titles.
Yep.
MGF, Sammy Guevara, the Young Bucks, like a whole bunch of stories in that battle royal. I thoroughly enjoyed it.
Yeah, it was really good. Up next, we were at the Dark Order lair, and it's almost Valentine's Day, and the guys are making their Valentine's cards for their crushes. And John Silver says, "You know what? They all have the same crush. I'm talking about that beautiful angel, the gorgeous, great hair. I'm talking fantastic chest." And Uno says, "A sweet derriere." John Silver says, "How can we resist?" And Evil Uno says, "I hope the person loves these," speaking of their Valentine's cards. And Stu says he wants to read his out loud for the boys. So Stu Grayson gets his Valentine's Day card, and this is what he wrote. "You push hard, you pull hard, you are hard, and so am I."
Actually, guys, listen, can I read mine out loud? Because that person is really important for me. You know that. So I don't want to fuck this up. Okay, so
Yeah, sure.
So it goes like this: you push hard, you pull hard, you are hard, and so am I.
I love it. Wow.
Those 3 years of creative writing had paid off for Stu Grayson. What a lovely Valentine's card, eh?
It was.
I do gotta wonder though, how many years of things has he done? Because last week it was 10 years of construction. Now it's 3 years of creative writing. This guy has got to be the busiest motherfucker in the world. Like,
Or he's 90. Or he's 90.
Or he's 90. Or he's 90. Yeah, I guess.
But Evil Uno's got his, and he thinks he's wrote his masterpiece. And it goes a little something like this: "You've got some juicy thighs. Will you be my Valentine?"
Straight,
I like that.
to
Masterpiece.
the
Right
point. Yep.
Right?
Yeah.
So whoever's getting these Valentines, they're getting some quality content on these cards. It's not just "Will you be my Valentine?" They're getting some thought put into this.
Yeah.
Going down the line here, does Alan Angels have something he wants to share? number 5, but he's kind of shy. He was heartbroken last week, and he wants to get him back for us, no me. So I think he's talking about maybe Hangman Adam Page here.
Maybe.
But John Silver says, "Hey, 5, why do your fingers smell like your own asshole?" So the boys just cut 5 off, just keep ripping on him as they've been doing for a while. Poor 5 just getting bullied to death in the Dark Order here.
Poor 5.
Even Reynolds says, 5, you're going to die alone. Like, that's a cold thing to say, man. You're going to die alone.
That wasn't even funny. That's just mean.
No,
That's just mean, right? Cole Cabana says, you imagine Hangman was here making Valentine's with us. So the boys are missing Hangman. But Reynolds even says he was close to inviting Hangman to the slumber party last week. Maybe he should have, but Hangman said no to them. Didn't really want to join the Dark Order, so he kind of didn't. And then here's when Alan Angel is kind of seeming like he's going to spill the beans of what he overheard Anna Jay ripping the Hangman about last week. But he gets cut off by the boys, and they just keep ripping into him even more. But it's time to give out the Valentine's Day cards. The boys are a little nervous, and they make their way out to find their Valentine, their crush.
And they pass Anna and push Anna out of the way as they do that.
But Silver was hilarious in this too. As he's leaving, he's just like tongue wagging, just like he's on the prowl. But next scene where we got Matt Hardy on the phone. He says he's with Adam Page talking to Hangman. He's thanking him for the match last week. He's sorry for stealing the finish on him. He was going to go in and give him a twist of fate, but the buckshot was so devastating. He just covered him anyway. He hopes they can team again. And by the way, this is Matt Hardy. Bye. But yeah, Matt Hardy's still trying to recruit Hangman Adam Page to his stable here. It seems like, and Private Party enter the scene, and they're wondering if Matt Hardy's not satisfied with them, if he's not happy just having them in his stable. But Matt Hardy lets them know he's planned it all out. He's got it under control. Private Party's his first priority. And Private Party say, well, you've been talking to Page and you talking about trust. He never paid him back that $12 all that time ago. I guess that was when Hangman got him to spot him a drink at the bar. I think they even did a little thing when Hangman comes to the ring, how they always have a little thing over his name. Mm-hmm. It's like, owes Private Party $12. Still like, well, Matt Hardy's going to get the $12 back for them. But Private Party thought Hardy was cheating on him, but no, Matt Hardy's just trying to get Hangman kind of join his whole stable here. So it's kind of big money. Matt trying to build his own stable. Everyone in AEW seems to have to be in a stable. So Hangman's kind of like this hot free agent that Dark Order tried to recruit. Now Matt Hardy's trying to get.
Makes a lot of sense. I mean, if you're going to go after somebody, you got to go after some of the best talent you got. And Hangman is by far one of the best wrestlers you got. Might as well, right?
As much, I hate saying this. I hate this Matt Hardy thing so bad. So he must be doing a good job. Because it's so bad. It's bad. But he has to be doing a good job if people are complaining about it. Because, I don't know.
They've put a lot of effort into trying to get this over. Like, it has literally been since October, November kind of thing, since this has been kind of starting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they've put a lot of effort, a lot of screen time into getting this Matt Hardy thing over, hoping that his name value will kind of rub off on a Private Party, and he's a big name star that AEW can use. Yeah. But yeah, I kind of feel like the resources might have been better spent elsewhere, but
I don't know. Like I said, I just don't like it, but I think the reason why I don't like it so much has to be good. Right? If people complaining about it week after week, or there's a bigger, better outcome, maybe with this Hangman thing, they try to screw over Hangman, Dark Order saves him, then he joins the Dark Order. I have no clue, but I don't think Private Party's going to win the Impact belts, and definitely I don't think they would win the AEW belts, so something's going to have to give someone.
I will say, back to the point you made a minute ago, Matt Hardy has become hateable, which is something that's kind of hard to do sometimes. He's not one of those likable, cool heels. He actually is someone that you want to see get their ass whipped. I'll give him credit for that. Yeah, exactly. That's totally. But just capping off this backstage segment, Hardy's he makes mention of Chris Sabin and James Storm apparently have a title match before Private Party do, and that they kind of jumped the line, but that they're going to show up on Impact to make sure that the Good Brothers retain the titles because they're bounty hunters. No, wait, they're bonus hunters. So, and Matt Hardy also says after that they're going to win the AEW tag titles too. So we'll see about that, but at least that kind of confirms Private Party's appearance on Impact this week and most likely getting involved in that title match.
True.
But next segment, we have Doc Gallows and Carl Anderson again with the Young Bucks backstage in the hallway. We get some more dick jokes by them. But Nick Jackson asks if the forbidden door is open now. And Matt says, no, it's still closed shut. But then they make mention that Kenta's here. But Carl Anderson asks if Tom is booked. They're like, no chance. And Nick Jackson says it's only a week or two program. That's it. So, like, I don't know if he's kind of just trying to say, like, oh, this Kenta thing coming in is just a week or two. Like, that's it. Because even Matt says the forbidden door is still closed. So are they trying to play off here that this was just like a one-time appearance by Kenta and trying to still kind of kayfabe that New Japan and them aren't working, even though we kind of know they are?
Yeah, I think we'll talk about it more at the end of the show. But yeah, I think it's just trying to do it over on this BTE. But I think big things are coming from what I'm hearing anyways.
Mm-hmm. But Nick Jackson says that the Good Brothers screwed him over tonight in that Battle Royal by leading to his elimination. And the Young Bucks would tell the Good Brothers that if they had won, they would have done a champion versus champion match between the two of them because they would have had a contract all ready to go. It would have been a Bullet Club dream match. But how do you guys blow this? Matt Jackson says that the Good Brothers are alcoholics. They're crazy. They're drug addicts. They're sex addicts. And that the Good Brothers, they pretty much at this point, they have to repent weekly. But the Good Brothers plead their case saying they're lovable fuck-ups. They talk about being set for life and how much money they make. They try to go for a too sweet. And the Young Bucks kind of take off from there. And Carl Anderson says he didn't even really want the title match the match against the Bucks because he didn't want to wrestle at the pay-per-views anyway. Doc Gallows gets all horny again and needs a cigarette.
That might be the funniest part of that entire segment is right at the very end there when he's just like, you got a cigarette, and he's got the Vietnam stare, the 1,000-yard stare. Like,
yeah. Trying to go ahead.
No, they're just so fucked up, those two, man. Like, they always take it one step too far. You know what I mean? Like, it was good, it was funny, and then it's one step too far, but it's hilarious. But, like, you know,
I say trying to recap them in these segments. I'm just like rewinding it and listening to like all the stuff they're saying. I'm just like, oh my god.
I know.
But they're hilarious though. I love them.
Yeah, my notes are extremely R-rated. I will say that.
Yeah,
I
know.
can't even say half the things I wrote down about that segment. You know what I mean? So.
Hey, Wardlow, I got you a Valentine's Day card.
Oh, really?
Yeah, you can read it.
Hungy. You should probably hit catering, but thank you, bud.
They're probably the funniest segment of the night. To me,
yes.
anyway.
Yes, absolutely the funniest segment of the night. We're back with the boys in the Dark Order, and they are ready to give out their Valentine's cards. And they're all lined up in front of Anna Jay, almost teasing that they're for Anna, but Anna, get the fuck out of the way. And the boys are there for Wardlow, their crush. And Silver goes up there like a little shy schoolboy. He was cracking me up. But he gives Wardlow the Valentine's Day card, and Wardlow opens it up, and what does it say on the inside? I want you, Wardlow, from Johnny Silver. P.S. I'm hungry. So Johnny hungry. Wardlow tells him he should probably hit catering if that's the case. We got Preston Vance up next, number 10. He gives him the card, but he tells him to be careful because there might be a surprise in it. And sure enough, inside that Valentine's is a huge pile of sugar. You got a huge pile of blow in there. And Wardlow tells him that they're going to open that card later on. So we got Cole Cabana up next, and it's a card that's kind of drawn like Wardlow's face.
Yeah.
Giant eyebrows and a beard.
Nice eyebrows. They're looking good.
Nice.
It said nothing either, right? It was just that.
Yeah, I was waiting to see if there was a dialogue. No, is there a dad joke in there I'm missing?
I don't think so.
Right? Cole's trying to do the dad joke or something. I'm like, is there something else there? But up next is Alex Reynolds, and it says they both have nice hair.
They do.
They do. And Evil Uno is next to give Wardlow his Valentine's Day card. And he says, I'm a married man, but for you, anything. And he gives him a nice firm handshake. Asks Wardlow, I'll call you later. He says, don't.
Yeah, don't bother.
Don't bother. We got Stu Grayson up next, and he hands him his card that was beautifully written for him. He just kind of gives him a fist bump, no words spoken, and he walks away. Up last is Alan Angels, number 5, and he just kind of tries to blow right past Wardlow. Says, you know what? This isn't for you. You're not my type. Was Wardlow say, fuck off, 5. Get the fuck out of here. Alan Angels, he goes to find Adam Page in his dressing room. And Adam asks if he can see my nipples too much through his shirt.
I mean, there's nothing wrong with a little nip, you know.
Oh, really? Oh, really? I'm joking. Matt perked up. I'm joking.
Well, when they chafe, you know, you gotta do a little adjustment.
And he was wearing like a very see-through white shirt.
But 5 wants to ask Adam to talk about what Anna said to him last week on BT. But Adam Page says, don't worry about it. He says, you guys don't need me. You guys are perfect just the way you are. Oh, and 5, go fuck yourself.
Oh, and 5, go fuck yourself. Good guy.
Wow.
What a good guy.
Wow.
Alan Angels leaves his Valentine's Day card in Hangman's stall and leaves it there for Adam to find later on. So.
Did you guys remember the behind-the-scenes stuff that I keep telling you about? Did you guys notice something in particular this scene?
What's that?
Every single time as the guys walked up to Wardlow, did you watch Anna in the background?
In the mirror, she's just breaking the entire time.
Every single one of them, she's breaking, has her hands over her face, her mouth, everything else. So, yeah, it's pretty funny.
That's awesome. Up next, we have Chris Statlander asking Brendan Cutler if he can film something for her. And Cutler says, no problem, okay. And she says that she thinks Orange Cassidy and her have something going on and that she wrote him a song. Really? Statlander wrote Orange Cassidy a song. She's a little nervous, you can tell, but Brendan Cutler and her go find Orange Cassidy sitting beside a water cooler. And she kind of lets Orange know, okay, I'm going to sing a song for you, but I can't face you. I'm too nervous. He looks away, and she sings this song for him. That's actually not too bad of a song.
Tell me, how are you stealing my heart with these feelings when you're as lazy as you are? And where I come from, they'll tell me I'm dumb for thinking a human is for me.
The lyrics don't make a lot of sense. I mean, they make sense in her world, but she's a great singer. I got to give it to her.
Yeah, it was better than I thought it was going to be.
Yeah, she really nailed those notes. She did a good job.
Statlander sings the song, and she kind of just gets up and takes off, and Brendan Cutler tells Orange Cassidy, that was really good. What are you doing? Go after her. Pulls his sunglasses off, and Orange Cassidy's sawing logs there. He didn't even hear it. But Cutler says, I can't have the heart to tell her even.
Yeah.
But
that was a little rough. We find him sleeping, you know what I mean? She just poured her heart out to a poor guy.
Well, she took a week off of abducting people to let Orange Cassidy know how she feels, and poor Statlander knows he's sleeping on her.
Huge.
Imagine the children. Little orange aliens.
The laziest aliens you've ever seen. Next, we're back at the Dark Order lair, and Anna Jay has a Valentine's Day card for Stu.
Uh-oh.
So maybe she does have a crush on him. And Stu's a little scared at first, and okay, checks out the card, and it just says "fuck off." Classic Anna, right?
She likes him.
Well, at least he didn't get punched in the face this week or something.
Well, you see him like as soon as she walks in and hands him the card, he's like panicked. He's like, "Uh-oh, hold on," and then it's like, "Oh, fuck off." Classic.
Yeah.
Got me again.
Oh shit! I got you good, you fucker.
But now it is time for the BTE Championship. Is it even called that anymore? Because our new champion, Sammy Guevara, is making his actually not a defense. This is a number 1 contendership match. So we have contendership.
Oh, okay.
Contendership.
I like the other word better.
Contendership, yeah. But we have Fuego making an introduction for the new champ, Sammy, and Sammy's graffitied up the whole title with Sammy Guevara stickers all over it. And they shit-talking our boy John Silver, saying there's no rematch clauses for you. You ain't going to get another shot at this. And this week, they're going to do a number 1 contender shit in a trivia contest. And we got Team BTE of Preston Vance, Alan Angels, and Brendan Cutler against Sammy's Vlog, Team BVE. We got Marco Stunt, Griff Garrison, and Fuego. And the guys are lined up.
Handicap match, folks.
Right? Yeah, they're lined up on each side of the table, ready to get trivia questions. And our first question is Danny Limelight has 2 of these tattoos. Randy.
What is Spider-Man?
What is Spider-Man? Brandon Cutler nailed it right away. So Cutler's on the board with 1. Our second question is Cody received this after his match with Chris Jericho at Full Gear. And I was trying to remember, I'm like, when did Cody fight Jericho at Full Gear? Was it the first one?
Yeah, it must have been. Because I don't remember him. I don't remember him fighting him at the last one. That's for sure.
Right? It was Darby Allin and Cody.
We should make a point. All these questions were about movies because I was really confused.
So was I. It took me to like the end, like not the end, but halfway through. Like, yeah, it's all movie themes, right?
Right. They go back to this question too. I know the answer.
Randy.
What is Scarface?
Ding, ding, ding. But yeah, like at first, Fuego was saying Stitches. It's like, no, not like actual Stitches. It's got to be a movie. And he's like, Lion King. It's like, what the hell are you talking about? And this is where I was like, what the hell are they talking about? But yeah, we don't get an official answer at this time. They asked the question. We jump right to question 3, and it is Pac does this every week to get to Dynamite. And Griff Garrison says Fly. He's like, no, that's not a movie. Oh, Fuego says Snakes on a Plane. 5 says Titanic. And then finally, Preston Vance nails it, Coming to America.
The boy Ted.
Because Pac, yeah, I guess flies from the UK over to America every week.
Yeah.
Every 2 weeks, I guess, right?
You're right. Marco Stunt's all pissed off. He's not understanding how this is supposed to be going either. He's pissed off and ready to quit. And the boys at this point, too, getting shit from Jeff Jones yelling at him that apparently they need to get out of there. They're making too much noise or something. So they move this whole operation, this whole trivia contest over to the Dark Order lair. And they go back to the Cody question where Fuego finally gets it, Scarface, like Randy got before him. Fuck.
Wow. Yeah, you know I'm not good at trivia. That's all.
No. I'm just.
No, yeah, I know. All right. All right.
Scatterbrained. I'm just scatterbrained here right now.
No, you're top 8. That's what you are. Go ahead.
But okay. The next question number 4. It's Dynamite starting from Sam versus Cody to the parking lot brawl. Wardlow to MJF. I had no idea what the hell this meant.
Technically, it's 2 different questions, right? So the first one, was when he says Wardlow to MJF, that's another question. And the answer is Bodyguard, like the Whitney Houston movie.
Bodyguard. I wrote Barnyard. I couldn't hear what the hell he was saying.
That's a movie too, though.
Yeah. Barnyard is a movie. Yeah. But it is for sure Bodyguard. Like that's when as soon as they said Wardlow to MJF, I'm like, oh, that makes perfect sense. But
Right.
Yeah.
What was the first thing then? AEW Dynamite starting from Sam versus Cody to the parking lot brawl.
They ask it again, and I still have no idea what the hell they said. Someone did get the answer, and I didn't hear it.
Oh, did they?
Yeah, someone got it, and I can't remember. This bit was all over the goddamn map. They're asking the same questions like 6-7 times. Nobody's getting answers. I think it's just like a cursed bit. Like they should not have done it. I don't think this week.
Yeah, it was a total disaster.
Well, we find out a little after that question. We found out another reason why too, because Tony Schiavone interferes, right?
Yeah. Tony comes into the picture and he's chirping Marco Stunt, says, "Don't be so stupid, you little motherfucker." Marco says, "I'll kiss you on the mouth." Tony says it won't be the first boy who did.
Wow.
He's like, "Wait, yeah."
Yeah. Right before he leaves, he turns around and goes, "What just came out of my mouth exactly?"
Yeah, what did I just
shit.
say? But we still have more questions here. We're on question 5, and the question is, not sure if Penelope will have one of these.
Bridesmaids.
Who knows the answer? Yeah, Bridesmaids. Eric.
It's one of my favorite movies. Love that goddamn movie. Good old Kristen Wiig. Maya Rudolph, baby.
Absolutely not. Coach passengers are not allowed up here in first class. It's policy. I'm sorry.
Oh, this is a very strict plane that I'm on. Welcome to Germany. Auf Wiedersehen, asshole.
But Fuego gets that one. At this point, too, Griff Garrison says, "I don't watch movies. I hang out with women."
The answer.
Spoken like a true player.
Right? He doesn't Netflix and chill. He just chills. But question 6. This one's asked by Colt Cabana, and it's one girl on AEW Dark may declare on Wednesday, "We were pink."
Yeah,
so I didn't get that at first either. But Ted and Brandon Cutler seem to know the answer. It was Mean Girls.
Totally lost me on that one. I've seen Mean Girls, but I don't get the reference. I don't really.
Isn't it, what's her name? Jordan, that comes out all in pink, and she has like the Mean Girls, and what's her name? Comment below. I know you guys know her name. Comment below. Was on Dark. Wears all pink and the fluffy. Looks like the Mean Girl, not varsity chick, but you know what I'm talking about. High school.
Like a cheerleader?
Yeah, sort of, but all in pink and white. I forget what her name is.
Yeah, I'm lost.
Yeah, but
right. Our boy Ten knew though.
Ten and Cutler tied, and they had to play rock paper scissors to see who actually got the point, and Brendan Cutler won. But Tony Schiavone makes another appearance here and kind of tells the guys they're filming something with Thunder Rosa, so they got to shut the fuck up. And this is when Brendan Cutler does just say this bit is doomed, and no matter how much editing, people aren't going to be able to follow this. So he has to ask Sammy to recap it. And Sammy Guevara says we got a 3-way tie between Ten, Cutler, and Fuego, 2 points apiece. And they ask what they should do for a tiebreaker, and they agree on handstands.
So does that mean? I also wonder. Does that mean next week we're doing handstands, or that's just all 3 of them are in the next thing? Because like it was just left up in the air. They just cut it off. They're just like, okay.
Totally. Yeah, I don't know either.
It's a real disappointing first match for Sammy Guevara as the new champion. I got to say that. I'm missing John Silver.
Yeah, it was awful.
And if you guys have watched Sammy's vlog, he's had it on Sammy's vlog as well. The best vlog ever. The last episode, I think it was 4 men in a bathroom. In one bathroom. 4 men in one bathroom. That was the last episode. And they highlight on winning it and everything else. Sammy's vlog's been good actually lately too. So
yeah, I've watched a little bit of it too. It's not too bad. Yeah, it's finding its rhythm, its own kind of style, right?
Yeah.
But last scene of the show, we're at Five's Alan Angel's Valentine's card he left for Hangman sitting on his chair at his locker, and Matt Hardy walks in to find the card, picks it up, reads it. He's not happy about what he's just read, and he rips the thing to pieces.
Fuck you, Matt Hardy.
Matt Hardy's jealous, I guess. He doesn't want a Dark Order or Five to be involved with Hangman Adam Page anymore. He belongs to Matt Hardy now. So he rips up the Valentine's Day card, and the show ends on that note. What a heel, though, eh?
I was so pissed. I was so pissed. Again, this is where I'm presuming. See, the Dark Order's still in it, right? So Matt's going to sort of persuade it, and what's going to happen, the Dark Order is going to save Page and then maybe become the leader of the Dark Order. But I think this is a while in the future. So, but yeah, overall was a pretty good episode. What do you guys think? Especially the Dark Order stuff as usual.
I'm trying to find a way that this all kind of interconnects with Matt Hardy and the Dark Order. Like I like it. I think it's cool. I just don't really see where it's going just yet. Again, give it another couple weeks and I'll be changing my tune just like I have with every other storyline this month. But yeah, I could kind of see them saving him, I guess. Not really. I think eventually something has to happen with them finding out that Anna Jay told them to leave. I think that's going to be the straw that breaks the back. I think like that's going to have to come to light. They're not going to get rid of Anna Jay, but that'll definitely be a big problem within the future.
What if 5? Because you see a lot of things with 5, right? Sort of overhearing and then giving that card to him. What if 5 somehow recruits Adam Page, and they all no more fuck you 5. 5's the best. All this and that. It could happen that way too. Like I see your point, Eric, as well. But for some reason, I'm more pursuing it on the 5. Because 5 has been in a lot of these BTE, Sammy's vlog, like a lot of these YouTube stuff as well. Sort of connecting everything as well. Does like a New Kids on the Block bit and other ones. But you know what? It could be 5 saving the day.
Something's definitely going to happen with 5 here. There's so much like tension here built up between the whole group of the Dark Order and him. Like him being singled out in that way. There's definitely something's going to happen, either a redemption or a turn of some sense where like 5 ends up fucking them over or something in a big way. There's going to be something there for sure. But Hangman Adam Page, like this guy should be like up near the title picture, and he's still kind of been treading water since his feud with Kenny. Like not treading water, like he's been doing entertaining stuff with this, but it almost feels like this might just be like holdover stuff until he can kind of get higher in the card again.
Well, he's been winning. It's not that he hasn't been he hasn't really lost.
Oh, for sure. I'm not talking about losing. I'm just talking like his storyline. Like to me, like Hangman should be like in the contendership for the AEW World Title, and like right now he's been tied up in the Dark Order storyline, which kind of got wrapped up and went right into another recruitment storyline with Matt Hardy. And like the two were kind of intertwined via BT now with the Valentine's Day card and Matt Hardy. And there's like this jealousy kind of brewing of trying who Hangman like has as their bestie right now, pretty much.
Again, this is why I think it's future, right? They want Page against Omega in the future. With Omega and all this stuff that's going on with the AEW title,
yeah,
right? It just has to be paused. So there has to be something in there for Page to be relevant. This is why I think this Matt Hardy is like a bridge. Totally. And then maybe after that, they get into the Dark Order and then Page wins. Like, you know what I mean? Then it comes to the Kenny Omega in the future. But I don't think it's anytime soon.
No, I think you're right about that. Yeah, this is a holdover thing for Page until they're kind of ready to bring him back up to that title picture.
You guys want to talk about some of the stuff that came around this week that we heard and stuff Tony Khan said?
Lay it on us.
Welcome to Wrestling Banter with the Boys.
Well, Matt, Eric, I know we talked it all before, but I guess it came to what's the word? Fruition?
Yes.
That's the word?
Yeah.
That is the word.
That's the word? Thank you, Eric. Thank you. Put your dick away. Fruition. That he announced that the Forbidden Door is now open. We've been speculating. See, I talked to Eric earlier this week, and I read so much stuff that I don't know where to get it from, or I combine it all, or what, you know what I mean? It doesn't seem right. But we've been talking about Dave Meltzer, and he kept saying, oh, yeah, no, it's definitely not for sure 1 week, and then literally the next week, oh, it's 100% open. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I'm trying to figure out what sources try to get to that part. But Moxley and Kenta for the 26th, that match already happened. I'm not going to give you spoilers on it. So we know that's going to follow up. Kenta's wrestling this week, right? there's other stuff with Impact. Tony Khan saying that the door is open. I believe Revolution will be the first step that maybe we see a couple of promotions in one. So when I say a couple, I'm thinking NWA, AEW, New Japan. And I think Revolution is the part where some of the New Japan guys, that like Kenta would be one of them, but I think there'll be a couple more coming over. Dave Meltzer, take that. You heard it. You heard it here first. What do you guys think? You guys hear anything? I want to talk about anything?
I totally agree with what you were just saying. Like, there's no way that this New Japan relationship isn't more than just this one appearance or whatever. I think it's just the beginning, right? Especially once COVID the borders start to open up a little bit. That's when we might see maybe like a super show involving a couple promotions or whatever. But I think the seeds are planted for it now. It feels that way for sure, right?
Yeah. We talked about this like before even AEW started. Imagine seeing like the people from New Japan, the people from I never said Impact. I'll be the first to say that, but ROH or whatever, all coming together for a super card. Like seeing Kenny Omega fight certain people. Don't get me wrong, we've seen it before in New Japan as well, right? But most North Americans have not seen this or seen this invasion type angle. We've seen a lot of people go over to New Japan and wrestle. Moxley, Omega, the Bucks are come back. You know what I mean? But it'll be finally good to see these cross promotions happening. Dream matches sort of come together, or some matches that we've never seen sort of come together. And it's going to be an exciting year, especially when COVID, all these lockdowns wherever, and all the attendance will go back up. It's going to be a very exciting year. And Kenny Omega supposedly planned all this, like that Impact angle and the New Japan. He's the one that mended the fences type thing. So the other news I heard too is Shida's actually producing that number one contender for the Japan side. That was another thing I heard this week.
Shida is?
Shida's producing it, yes. So the Japan side for all the Japan wrestlers. So yeah, I wonder. And if you saw some of the matches, you always hear a lot of negative comments about AEW's women division. But you got your Freddie Mercury there, Eric.
I know, Rio. She's my favorite. She's my favorite.
Rio.
Babe.
You're a fucking idiot.
Oh, not Rio. Sorry. Oh my God.
Emi Sakura.
Yes, Emi Sakura. Emi Sakura. Sorry, my bad.
Yeah, but a lot of them. Oh, there was a couple more too. Like there's 10 of them, right? Or eight of them. Oh, what's the one that everybody's talking about? From
she's a pop star in Japan, and like her Twitter is hilarious.
Yeah,
Ito or something like that.
And she always, I'm sorry for not knowing so much.
I know, me too.
A little more on that aspect of it. But, like, she's the exact opposite of what you think. Like, a pretty, like, you know what I mean? She'll tell you to fuck off, go this, like, type thing. So, looking forward to it and seeing a lot of the matches. But right at the beginning, they have, like, hard matches that you don't know who will go on. Like, Serena Deeb versus... I think it was Rio. Let me look up the matches.
Yeah, Rio is on the American side. I'm wondering when they're going to do all the matches, too. I wouldn't be surprised if some make it onto Dark. Because I doubt they'll all be on Dynamite, right?
Right.
Maybe. I don't know. I know they have to draw more attention right now to the women's division, so they might all be on Dynamite, honestly.
This tournament does seem awesome. Like, I'll say this definitely got my interest.
Yeah, everything going on with AEW right now has caught, like, the only one thing I was disappointed on this so far this month was the Rusev thing. I really didn't like it.
Yeah.
Rusev, sorry, I shouldn't even say Rusev.
Miro.
But, yeah. But, hopefully now they can move on from this. So, yeah, that's the only thing that I haven't really been excited about. Everything else was good. Like, every match was good, too. You guys got any more stuff?
I'm looking forward to the tag match this week. It's Kenny and Kenta versus Moxley and Lance Archer.
Right.
I'm excited for that.
That was one thing. Remember I said, Kenta's fighting Archer or something? Remember I said that to you?
Yeah.
Before, that's where I got the mixed messages from. So that was sort of the intercombined.
Right.
I'm not good. My memory's not that good. You can ask these two. So I apologize for that. But I may get 80% of the story right. So,
Yeah.
but yeah, so yeah, it's good. I guess with Lance Archer, Kenta, all those guys are New Japan, more or less, or know the New Japan type of story or mold that New Japan likes. So it's a good 4 pick for them to do that. And I'm looking forward to that match too. It should be good. Let's see the ratings this week too. Because last week the ratings, AEW killed NXT.
Sounds good.
You got any thank yous or anything there, Eric?
Yeah, if you can, give us a follow on Twitter at Dark Side of the E, Instagram at Dark Side of the Elite. Check out our page, our Facebook page, everything pretty much Dark Side of the Elite. Also, check out our YouTube. We post full episodes of the podcast on there if you're more into watching it rather than listening to it. And we also post little clips on there too. Where, just trying all sorts of stuff out. So, you can pretty much find us anywhere all over the web. Matt, you have anybody you want to thank or anything, I guess I should say?
I just want to thank you guys and everyone that's listening. Really appreciate it and look forward to talking to you guys again next week.
Yeah, thanks, Matt. And happy Valentine's Day again to you both.
Thank you, Randy. Thank you, Randy. That's very nice.
Thank you guys.
I know, I feel like an asshole now. I don't have a Valentine.
Well, you should. But it's okay. I still love you. I'm joking. But yeah, go follow our YouTube channels. Like Eric said, we have the Wrestling Banter with the Boys. Pretty good. You should start watching it. Subscribe to the YouTube channels. Our Facebook pages. You know the whole spiel. If you have a comment below. If you like my pajamas, comment below. If you don't like my pajamas, comment below too. But I guess until next week, hopefully if you come in, join us.
Throw the paws up.